Hello everybody, my name is Random Tank and this is going to be most likely the last video of the NFL season. We have now entered the Super Bowl. This was my Super Bowl prediction. Bills versus Eagles. I was kind of sold on this. I was telling everybody this was going to be the game. The score is going to be 33-17 Eagles winning. But as you see, we have entered the final dance, a rematch. The Kansas City Chiefs will go and face the Eagles once again in the Super Bowl. I should say the Eagles are going to go face the Chiefs again. The reason I said the Chiefs because the Eagles are home again, which switches every year, if you guys don't know. So next year will be AFC, blah, blah, blah. It goes, it just switch. Last time the Super Bowl occurred, we had one of the greatest Super Bowls into the very end. Now, coming as an Eagles fan, I'm going to look at this and say my predictions as well as anybody else. I'm actually going to dive deeply into this video for you guys. And you're really going to see my mind of football. I mean, I know football a lot, but there's still a lot that I want to learn. So I'm just going to give my inside thoughts. If you have comments, please share them and what you guys think. I think this is going to be another great Super Bowl. It's going to be a lot different than the 2022 Super Bowl. As going back, as I was saying, the team usually wearing the white jerseys, which will be the Chiefs, have a really good history of winning Super Bowls. I'll actually search it up. Yeah, like this is insane. A success rate of 64% compared to 36 for non-white jerseys. 21 winning teams. I think the last, the Rams won. They were wearing whites. Now this is insane to think about. The white jerseys are known to go and win this game. The Chiefs will be the white jerseys again. Now going back to my Super Bowl video, which I made, and now if you guys didn't watch the video, I'll leave it in the description. It's a really good video. The only thing I do is I butchered the shit out of names, so I'm sorry for that. This is just some things to look at from the past Super Bowl, which I thought was cursed in my eyes for the Eagles. I say that because, I mean, look at all these. These are the results of MVPs that have won in the regular season and then lost the Super Bowl if they had made it, of course. Patrick Mahomes was the first one since Kurt Warner to win MVP and then go and win the Super Bowl. It's also noted they won the coin toss. The winner of the coin toss has lost the last 8 Super Bowls. The Chiefs ended up getting that. They ended up winning the coin toss and then winning the Super Bowl. Kind of crazy. Also going back to that, Hurts is the first QB since Jim Kelly to go to the Super Bowl that he lost his first time. I mean, I was saying it was Elway, but Elway lost, then went back to a Super Bowl. Then he went and won the Super Bowl like 10 years later. Some more things to dive into also is the fact that I don't want to sit here and criticize Chief fans, but I'm just going to state fact because I am deeply in love with football and I call things how it is. I call shit against the Eagles how it is too. Like for example, if you watch the Washington game where AJ Brown and Marshawn Lattimore got into it, I was kind of shocked that it wasn't a double penalty. Marshawn Lattimore was probably given a warning. And then he went after AJ because AJ was just blocking. And again, I figured that'd be 2 penalty, offset penalty there. But hey, look what happens. They also get to stop there, so that's just ball online moment right there. Another thing that I thought was crazy to me is I don't have it on film or like anywhere. I just saw it through my saves on Instagram. Yes, in these last 4 years, there has been 3 total defensive pass interference or defensive holding penalties called on the Chiefs. There has been 11 that have been called defensive pass interference or holding on their opponents. During this playoff stretch also, there has been 1 roughing the passer call on the Chiefs, while against their opponents, there has been 7. Now, also, there has been 1 unnecessary roughness, which is a 15-yard penalty, called against the Kansas City Chiefs. There has been 4 called on their opponents. And the Chiefs have won 18 expected points as a result. Sorry, have got 18 expected points out of those. In those 11 games, 8 of those 11 games were decided by 1 score or less. Chiefs obviously have played 10 games, which they had 10 penalties that their opponents had 1 game. They had more for a net of +9. No team has had a net of greater than +2. Now, and that's insane to think about. So it's the proof is right there how much they are favored and penalized. And like I said, I'm going to say it how it is. This can also go to show that discipline. The Chiefs could be very well disciplined there, and that happens in football. Discipline is a very honorable trait, and it's something that you should work on a lot because teams are going to attack you for not being disciplined. Jalen Carter can get a little chippy. CJ Garner can get a little chippy. Marshawn Lattimore got a little chippy. They're going to look for that, and they're going to try to get you to do that. Rookies get a little chippy because, you know, they don't understand. They're talking they shit. It doesn't fly sometimes like that. They're going to get under your skin, and you have to keep the posture and be disciplined there. So I understand that sense, but that is still absurd to think about. Now, I'm also going to go into my thoughts now for the Super Bowl. Talking a little much for you guys, but I'm just going to say it out this. So this is the total defense this year. Total defense this year has the Eagles. You know, this is everything's all right here with touchdowns allowed, playoff touchdowns allowed, but to like this is absurd to think about how much a touchdown allowed stretch is right here. Defensive yards per game. I got 55 from the Titans to a 33. Like here we go, Dolphins 36 touchdowns allowed. That's pretty good to the 33. Broncos only have the best one, but their yardage and playoff yardage, and you know that adds a lot too, of course. There, I mean, this shows you the total defense, and you have the Chiefs right here with their total defense. Now 37 touchdowns, which isn't too horrible, and they had the same playoff touchdowns. In the playoffs, this Chiefs teams, they play well. Steve Spagnuolo is a great defensive coordinator. Now, if we go down here now to total passing defense, Eagles are also number one. This is insane. We have the best passing yardage allowed. The playoffs, we had 245. Pass touchdowns allowed 22 and 3. Chiefs over here, they're I know they're close. I thought they were very close. I missed them, right? 18. Oh shit, I didn't know they were 18. Passing defense, Chiefs are 18, kind of in the middle. They have 218 pass yards allowed, 207. They had 24 touchdowns allowed. Again, not insane. But two playoff touchdowns. The thing, I'm pretty sure they have probably more gonna go rushing touchdowns, but they allow the ball to be moved around a lot. That's fine. I mean, again, this doesn't really bother me. I mean, you look back to the other day, the other Super Bowl. I mean, and the Super Bowl just matters who wins at this point. So I think this is where this is Russian defense. I think this is where the table turns. In a Russian defense, the Eagles are 10. The Chiefs are 8. I think this is where the Chiefs will attack the Eagles in the rushing game. I do. I'm looking at little dump offs to Pachenko, to Kareem Hunt, you know, on the flat. Something simple as that. That's where I think this game is going to be decided for the Chiefs. Is very good dump offs. Now the Chiefs, again, Mahomes is a great QB. We know this. I know, taken away from, I think what pisses me off is how the league is kind of taking away his greatness. And I say that for the simple fact, like these calls and these, it just show, it doesn't seem like he's doing it all himself. That takes away greatness from me. But I'm still going to say how it is. Mahomes is a great QB. But again, the Chiefs run defense, which isn't bad at all for 8 in the league. And I figured they are going to load the box up on Saquon. I think they're going to really load the box up. And they're going to try to push Saquon. And I'm looking for quick dump offs. And they go one-on-ones on AJ. I mean, throw to AJ all day. Throw to Goddard over the middle. Do a little dump off to Saquon. The thing is, from this different thing, is if you look back to the Super Bowl in 2022, how did they stop the RPO for the Eagles defense? Well, the Eagles offense. They stunted. They took their defensive ends, stunt down. Their tackles went in. It just shows you what they did well. They had their linebackers crash on the outside. That takes away the RPO and made Hurts throw it, which helped them out a little bit. Now, again, the Super Bowl was very good. I mean, we played very well. But I think now this Super Bowl was different is there's another option back there that they really have to rely on. They're going to look at Saquon the most. This offense run through Saquon. We all know that. So now you have Saquon number one option. You have Goddard. You have AJ. You have Hurts. And you have Smitty. These are all a number one option team. I mean, this is a scary thing to think about. And the Chiefs have stopped it before, but we have added another weapon in Saquon. This is when you have to see how are they going to do it. The Chiefs didn't play horrible against running backs this year that are good. They also didn't have a team as complete, in my opinion, as the Eagles. This, to me, is really like a set in stone. And I know Spags can really diverse the plan. So I am not saying that the Eagles are just going to dog walk them, or this is just going to be too easy for them. I think that the Chiefs are going to have a really good defensive scheme, but I also think the Eagles have everything on paper set out for them to do. I mean, you don't bet against Mahomes, so I'm not saying nothing. Here you go, your scoring defense. The Eagles have the second scoring defense, which is awesome to see, and the Chiefs have the number 4. Right there, head and head. This is going to be a bloodbath. I think that this is really going to put into proportion what can stop this team, what's going to stop this team. But I think the biggest turntable right here for me is red zone defense. It's not this. Eagles red zone defense and Chiefs red zone defense. Chiefs always had a good red zone defense. Eagles played all good all year, kind of that bend don't break defense. Got Spags. This is where I think the game is going to decide it. Third down defense. The Eagles have the 3rd best third down defense. The Chiefs have the 26. And I think this is where the game is in favor for the Eagles. When it comes to third down defense for the Chiefs, I know Spags likes to run blitz, and he's going to run 0 blitz all day on Hurts. In my opinion, I want that. I know it sounds scary, but bring the house. Why? Because of the options that we have on offense. And if you're going to crash a whole 0 blitz and bring that safety down, A.J. Brown's one-on-one. There's not one person I think that can cover him. A good ball, wide open. Smitty over the middle, wide open. Dump off to Saquon, wide open. And I really think that's where this game is going to be jeopardized. So that's my thought going into this. So now when you ask me who I think is going to win this Super Bowl, I am favoring the Eagles. The Eagles are also underdogs the Super Bowl. They are the Chiefs are 1.5 favorites. The Chiefs have won every Super Bowl that they were underdogs. The only Super Bowl they lost, they were the favors against Tom Brady's, which they lost. The Eagles, again, during the last Super Bowl, were not favored. In the, I think in the, of course, in the Brady Super Bowl, which we won, we were underdogs. We were underdogs once again. It's hard and scary to bet against the Chiefs. But I thought all year that this defense has played great, has played well. This team has come together, and I think this team can beat the Chiefs. Now, another thing scary to look at, Fangio, when he was his time at Denver, and then when he went over to Miami, Mahomes has dominated against Fangio. And this is scary to think about. And I mean, dominated in a great fashion. He's an 8-0 record, and he's 10-2 touchdown to interception ratio against Fangio-led defenses, which is scary. He has never beat Mahomes. Fangio has. So this means a lot too. And the Chiefs are looking for a 3-peat. The Chiefs are looking to do what no team has done ever. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a hard one. I really hope that this is just a better Super Bowl than we got. I mean, 2022 was a great Super Bowl. It's just you don't call that at the end there. I still feel like, I mean, you let them play on just in the grand stage of it all. If the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, then we are having probably the greatest dynasty to ever live conversations. We have Mahomes as the second best player to ever grace a football. The Eagles win this Super Bowl. We have probably the greatest running back season ever by a running back in Barkley. The Eagles are now 2-win Super Bowl team. Hurts is in conversation for Hall of Fame. Lane Johnson is studified Hall of Famer. Brandon Graham's a studified Hall of Famer. I mean, that just adds so much more poise to this. I mean, we have a team that is based around greatness and for both sides. And whoever wins the Super Bowl really adds to it. So, hey, again, this is my prediction. I got the Eagles. The score for this game, I'm going to be honest. I got 31-25 Eagles. 31-25 Eagles. And now I think the Eagles stay by and don't allow this team to get 30 points. I think last week was the first time Mahomes and the Chiefs got 30 points either all season in a very long time. And it came against the Bills, a formidable opponent that they always play. But this is it, man. The stage is set. Who walks away with this fucking Super Bowl? Will Mahomes and the Chiefs get a 3-peat and be the greatest dynasty ever? Or the Eagles walk away with their second ring in franchise history? Because, hey, defense wins championship games. Defense got to come. They got to play. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Share the video, like, comment, subscribe, and guys know what you think about the Super Bowl and your predictions. And it's gonna be a hard one, but I'm excited. Let's go Birds! All right, guys, see ya.